Hey YouTube, Gunm here, welcome back to Space Engineers. I finished it. Not that, no. But I did finish this. Anyone who plays EVE Online should know of the Caldari's Dragonfly class fighter. Well, I brought it into Space Engineers. This is my version of it, with some limitations. It's not as big as the one in EVE, and there's some other differences, but this is my version of it. Quite maneuverable for a fighter of this size, and a lot of guns. A lot of big guns. So, because it's off the Caldari design, I went with the blue flashing lights instead of the red and green. I kind of like it. You won't really know which way it's facing. You know, is it going to turn left or right unless you can see the big thing on the bottom there. But first off, by the way, there is some big problem for some reason whenever I touch stuff. Whenever I touch anything, I have a tendency of getting stuck. I don't know what's going on. So I hope it doesn't happen in this one. So let's take a look at this thing. On the front, 2 scatter cannons. Very good. On the top here, we have a light cannon. We also have a light cannon tucked into the wing here. We have a rocket launcher here, one on the other side. We have a gatling gun here tucked in, and another at the tip of the wing. So, with the scatter cannons and the 2 gatling guns, you have a very, very large fire spread when it comes to your anti-missile, anti-small drone and fighter weaponry. Now, when it comes to killing heavy fighters, these 4 cannons around and the 2 rocket launchers will definitely give them a run for their money. Then you get to the big fun. These 88mm cannons. Very, very powerful. Hang on. Look. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. Forgot one crucial thing. So, yes, 4 gatling guns, 4 light cannons, 2 scatter cannons, 2 reloadable rocket launchers, and a pair of 88mm. Now, you can replace the 88s with, these are the high explosive ones. You can replace them with armor piercing if you want. I prefer the high explosive. Why? Reasons. I'm gonna place something there. Oops. Oh, I'm inside. Oops. Can't. I absolutely forgot this. My bad. There. Don't know. It was probably one of the 5 thing adjustments. So, by the way, looking at the stats, 136,391 kilograms. So it is a heavy ship. Now, 33% energy usage without moving. How is that possible? You'll see. 0 batteries, only 1 landing gear, 68 gyroscopes and 158 thrusters, 29.5 megawatts. So, from the front, as you can clearly see, a huge amount of thrusters from on the front side. This is the left side of the fighter. We have an antenna. We also have a series of thrusters there and there. And I believe, yep, there's more thrusters in the middle, including this one here, which is blasting into a heavy armor block. And these are heavy armor blocks on the side here and there to protect what's inside there, which is cargo, main thrusters, and other stuff. These are also heavy armor blocks here. The rest are light armor blocks, so there's very few heavy. On the bottom, you can see a good amount of thrusters. You can also see a whole lot more thrusters here, some bigger thrusters right there. You can actually see part of the Sage engine there. Now you see a remote control block here, just in case you need it. There's a beacon on the back right there. Obviously the other side is identical, because this one's a mirror. On the top, I saw this on the ship, I decided to go with it, but I stick the landing gear here. Now the connector is on the bottom. That is the lowest point on the bottom. And the gear here, well, these lights are actually the tallest point on the top. So what does the back look like? This is the back. 4 sage thrusters, a series of other thrusters, and some azimuth thrusters. No weapons in the back, that's expected. There's the beacon. You have another antenna right there. Now, what you do have, that. There are 2 jump drives on this fighter. 2 jump drives on the back. Aim just above the rear thruster there, right where these are, and you can hit that. Go look at doing it at this thing because it's incredibly fast. Now, as for the abilities, button 1 is your scattercannons, which are very lovely. Button 2 is your gatling guns, which, like I said before, have a great little spread. So combine the 2 of them and it really hurts. Button 3 is your rockets, which hurt. Button 4 we're gonna, well, button 4 no. 88mm high explosive. Boom! As you saw, it kicked the entire fire back. Boom! And button 5 is the cannons, which you have 2 on the top and 2 tucked in down there. So, good firepower. Button 6 activates a series of spotlights in case you wanted. Button 7 is your landing gear. Button 8 is your connector. Button 9 will deactivate your antenna. Although I might just leave them on. The reason... Now, why does it use up so much power? That's why. Toggle them off, and suddenly we're still at 33% power usage. So, okay. Don't know why we're at so much power usage, but regardless. 56%, you see a can overload there. Trying to go forward and up at the same time, so it has a bit of a problem with overloading, but that's because you use so much at the get-go. There wouldn't be a problem except for the shields. And toggling them off, it still uses power for some reason. Oh wait, there it goes. Okay, now it's much better. It is much better. So, I'm actually going to stick that on here. So, deactivate your shields and your ship. Whoop. Oh, I'm stuck. See what I was talking about getting stuck earlier? I'm stuck here and that's stuck there. Okay, I don't know what happens. I'm trying to figure it out because if I'm going to get stuck, I'm going to have to restart this world, and that's just a pain I don't want to have to deal with. There we go. So I'm going to take it a ways over here. Right, here we go. So yes, with the shields off, it's quite maneuverable, but with the shields on, it's going to be pretty hard to kill. So, forward thrust, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. More than 1 meter per second in 10 meters per second. Going reverse? Reverse is lacking. 10, 20. It takes about 4 seconds to go 10 meters per second faster. However, in 2 seconds, this thing makes it a 30 meters per second. 2 seconds. Now going left. Very, very slow for left and right. However, up and down, well, the up, there's 10, and down, there's my 10. Quite agile, which is good for the gatlings because you can just spray them at a target. Highly maneuverable, spins quite well. Be careful when spinning when using your rockets. You don't want to accidentally blow yourself up. And especially when using the big cannons there. However, you're not going to hit this thing so easily. So, yeah, it's a big fighter. And it's going to do a ton of damage. Now, if you feel like you just need to do the damage and get out of there quickly, do so with this, the main guns. Had to sacrifice some reactors for some gyro. But, here's the thing. You have an option of hitting button 9, which will engage your shields. This makes you much more durable. So, the SMDC has a Dragonfly now. Now that's taken care of. I've got something to build, and it's a big one. The Dragonfly. Catch you later.